State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Florida Gators. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Seminoles head coach before the game. This is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. The Seminoles offense will have the football first. Renegade was feeling his oats the last time these two got together as Florida State blew out the Gators.
And with that win, it just carried so much momentum throughout the rest of the season for the Seminoles and in the offseason as well. This is one of those games, if you win like that, you make a statement, not just in the state of Florida, but all across the country.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Rush is on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He gets a block. What a play on that return, but will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Breaks into the open. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort, nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. Running the red zone, it's Clark. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, Hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And, man, those sting, man. Third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeps it moving. It's Clark. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Caught in the backfield, it's Mays. Turning it on! He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They go play action with Lagway. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Gets the back moving. 3rd down from the gun, DJ. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Delayed handoff. It's Singleton. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Quick give. It's Singleton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college. Didn't start playing football until later. And in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. You think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurrier on the sidelines, Charlie Ward, Chris Wenke, Tim Tebow, Danny Werkel, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
Making the adjustment. Back to pass on 2nd down. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he...
Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. A designed run for the quarterback. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
The moments, the big plays from rivalry games like this one etched in your memories, and here are some that I'm sure will bring back some warm and some heartbreaking memories. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. He's changing the play. Second down, going to throw it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're all over it. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is on its way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Play fake Lagway. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
Caught on the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Had the catch on second down, but it didn't help. It's third down now. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Goes high to pull it in. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back. Football making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Florida State sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and
wide open spaces. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Behind a crease, it's Singleton. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Running inside. It's Singleton. There he goes. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the scoring. He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So an 82-yard drive there, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Flagway wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Clark. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. Again. Maybe a crease. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
Oh, he's got some space. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throwing, Lagway. Keeping his eyes downfield. He breaks a tackle. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. On the run, it's Clark. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. And the Gators have taken it inside the 20. Flagway on the play action. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Got it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammering with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul, but I'm trying to put some...
Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start.
Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fires to the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that Bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. And the Noles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, the Florida head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
From the gun, it's Clark. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run the counter. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Lagway. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended. And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Second down to the air. Shoots it to the left. They are just working that sideline. Excellent footwork to stay in bounds.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. The score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Wants to go up top on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go play action with Lagway. Finds his big tight end. Hits the accelerator to the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Tough run here. It's Clark. And he's in. Touchdown, Florida. 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
And if you're the head coach, you are absolutely loving this. You're up big on the scoreboard because your defense keeps getting takeaways, and on offense, in sudden change situations, you're turning it into touchdowns. That right there, phenomenal job. Great decision by the quarterback. He finds his open man. They connect. Everything going their way, David.
And I love when they stay aggressive after a turnover. That is the number 1 thing we're always yelling in the huddle as a defense. Sudden change, sudden change. They want to capitalize on the momentum, and they did. They stayed aggressive, continuing to add to this lead, doing what they want when they want.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground and you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. From the gun. Finds his target. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
2nd down, gonna throw it. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Working the middle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Noles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. As they put the finishing touches on this victory in the season finale, let's take a look at what's in store for championship week. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Piles his way ahead, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, no! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Looking for room. It's Henderson. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback changing the play. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Sends it downfield. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll return it. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He wants to go deep. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Still on his feet. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On the RPO, got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They're going to run it to the right. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fires to the tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Send the tight end in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. A beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Back to pass on second down. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first. It's complete to the left. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
On target. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Working that left side now. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're working that left side. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. So this defense created some confusion and delay, and the delay of game penalty could give the D some momentum here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from